Happy Wednesday morning, everyone. I hope you're doing amazing. I wanted to bring this Wisdom Wednesday message to you through video because I just felt like I wasn't able to get the words out on paper the right way to express it the way that I was really hoping to for it to come across. So, my question to you is how many of you are trying to keep up with the Joneses? And you know what? I'm just going to say I try to keep up with the Joneses. I'm going to just dare to say that 99% of you listening to this, watching this, try to keep up with the Joneses. Maybe in a different way, but you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And I want to just kind of share a little story about this. And I mean, I think most of us, to be honest, when we're in our teens, when we're in our 20s, we're trying to stand out. We're trying to boost ourselves. We're trying to get more recognition. We're trying to get more kind of acceptance from other people. And so we should search for those external things that will do that, whether it's a clothing, whether it's a certain phone or a camera or the car or whatever it is. We're trying to get these things to boost our self-esteem, to kind of show who we are and show who we are to the world. And we get excited when we get these things. Like, things do bring us happiness. Like, they absolutely do. I don't think you can deny that. But here's the thing. The external things bring happiness temporarily, right? We get excited. You all get excited when you get a new outfit or a new phone or a new stuff. But that fades after a while. And it's trying to keep up the Joneses. We're trying to get this new stuff all the time to feel better about ourselves. And that reliance is on the external stuff. That stuff will never, ever keep us happy long term. And you know what we're doing this in another area of our life is? We're looking down every single morning for some of us. And we're looking down and we're looking at the number that plastic, metal, glass, square thing that we step on in the bathroom each day. And we're looking for some sort of acceptance or happiness from that number. That weigh scale will never, ever, ever make you happy, even if you see the number that you want to see on there. Because that number is just that. That number is a number. We have been told by society, by people, by friends, by family, by parents, teachers, all of that we're supposed to be a certain weight. Society has told us that you need to be this shape, this size, this weight, whatever, to be accepted, to be whole, to be someone that can feel confident about themselves. And it's all garbage. It's who dare say that you need to weigh a certain amount or you need to look a certain way to be happy about yourself. It's nobody should ever have that power. The only person who has that power 100% is you. I only have the power to break myself down if I don't believe that I look a certain way or look the way that I'm supposed to, right? Nobody else has that power to me. Now, I may listen to them, but ultimately it's me bringing myself down. So the question is, how much are you letting other people and the outside world's expectations create your dissatisfaction with that number on the scale? The scale has absolutely no power over you unless you give it power. That number on the scale that shows up has no power over you unless you give that number meaning. Know that, we need to grow ourselves and build ourselves and love ourselves so much. And it's the hardest work you'll ever do. Working out and going for the ridiculously hard workout where you're going to be sweating, you're going to be burning, that is nothing compared to the amount of work and effort and tears that it will take to build your heart and your self-confidence up here. Right? But we got to build that. We have to take the time and the effort to do that, so that number doesn't have any power over us. Right? We build our self-confidence. We build our self-esteem. No thing, no other person will ever give us that full acceptance that we need other than ourselves. And of course, other people loving us will help us get that to ourselves. Potentially seeing a different number on that scale may give us some happiness, but ultimately, it's not true happiness. Like, where does our true happiness come from? It comes from us. It comes from our heart. It comes from our mind. It comes from who we are, who we believe we are, how true to life we are living, the person that we actually are, not how true to someone else's expectations we're wearing a mask and living that out. I wore a mask for years of my life. I was not confident, and I pretended to be confident in certain respects, and I found some confidence in athletics, but outside of that, I had nothing, to be honest. I was not a confident person, and we need to build ourselves. I felt like crap coming out of university because I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what I valued. I didn't know what I loved. I didn't know what I enjoyed, what I liked. I tried to live up to other people's expectations. You like that? Oh yeah, I like that too. And if it came to someone's opinion, oh, whatever you like. That was me. Like, I was a yes person. I was trying to fulfill other people's expectations. And as a result, I had no idea who I was. And it took me years of work and sweat and tears and people guiding me, having coaches, having mentors in my life to help push me and pull me and to give perspectives and allowing me to see life through a different filter and a different lens that I never thought I had or that I never thought I could see through. And it's amazing what that has done is I've had 1,000 pounds lift off my shoulders because I know who I am now. I know, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I've just gone through a little bit more work than some people. And I'm telling you, I got a long ways to go. But man, it feels so much better. And it's knowing that you put the work into yourself, not just physically in terms of working out and eating better, but you're doing the work up here. You're reading, you're learning about yourself, you're understanding, you're figuring out what your values are. Like, put that work into that, please. It's the scale. I don't care about the scale. You should never care about the scale. The scale has nothing over you. It is a piece of plastic that some people and a company and a factory put together. And then we're allowing the number that it spits out to give meaning in our lives and who we are and our self-worth. Doesn't make sense, does it? I love you. I say this with love. I say this with heart. I say this if you've watched this video for long enough to get to this point. It's been heavy on my heart because I've had a lot of people recently that have disappointed about the scale not moving when the scale has no meaning, right? If you're on a diet plan, if you're on a nutrition plan and your inches on your body are changing, that is what you want. If the weight stayed the exact same, but you lost 10 inches off your body, I think you'd be excited about that because your clothes are going to be fitting better, right? The weight is one measure of progress, but it is not a true measure of progress because so many different things can influence what that number on that scale says. Too many factors will influence what that says, so it is not a true measure of your progress. So do not measure your progress slowly based off of what that plastic little piece of machinery says. All right, I've gone too long. Have an amazing Wednesday, everybody. I love you. You are worth it. You deserve so much in your life, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Have an awesome Wisdom Wednesday.